Hey, what's up, YouTube friends? I'm Tony Making Food Mata, and I'm going to show you how to dice a pepper. So in previous videos, I have showed you how to do a variety of things, but right now I'm going to show you how to properly dice a pepper. So this is just a regular orange pepper. You have green pepper, red peppers. Usually all these like bell pepper peppers can usually be diced the same way, and it's basically how you would julienne it, but you go one more step further into the process. So we're going to go through that, and yeah, let's just jump right in. So always make sure that you have a paper towel or a towel underneath your cutting board. You have your cutting board. I have my chef's knife, and that's my mise en place for the dicing of the pepper. So as I've done before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pepper, it's been washed, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the ends. So first, cut off the end, like I'm using my finger, this finger right here, to kind of guide my knife. It's very important. So I cut that end off, right? Now I'm going to cut this end off, okay? Alright, so that's that. So I cut the bottom off, or the top off, and I cut the bottom off. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pepper, and I want to get these seeds out in kind of like one motion. So I have my cutting board all the way over to the edge of my counter, and that will make it easier if I'm trying to fillet something. So I can keep, instead of being up here, you know, trying to get in there, what I'm going to be doing is more off the counter, something like that. It'll be a little bit flatter, a lot more easier. I'm doing a demo on salmon, so you can check that out, and it's basically the same way and how to do that. But basically, I want to work with it. So now I have this over here, the top and the bottom's removed. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and I'm going to cut right down here, and just like that. So here we go, boom, just right down there. And so now I'm going to take my pepper and I'm going to kind of roll it as I cut. So what I'm going to do is, see, so I have this down. So now I'm going to kind of roll this pepper just like this, okay? Kind of see? Now it's kind of rolling out. And I'm going to cut that edge off. So now I have this. This is what I have. And this was the insides, all the seeds. Good to go. So now I'm going to go one step further. You don't have to if you don't want to. But for me, a little bit more refiner of a pepper is I'm going to try to take some of this insides out, and I'm going to like fillet it, and it's going to kind of make it a little bit more easier to cut, and you won't get that inside skin. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to hold it down like that, and then I'm going to kind of just run my knife. I'm going in, but not all the way in. So see, I'm starting to pull off some of that skin on the inside skin. So sometimes it'll happen like that, where the shape of the pepper makes it so you can't really go all the way through. But you know, so now again I'm going to restart, and I'm going to try to get some of this skin off. Okay, again. So this is what I got off. That's the inside of the pepper. It's a little bit more refined. So that's that. Get rid of that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to julienne this, right? So this is how as in other videos I've showed you, julienne it. I'm going to use my finger right here to guide. So that's that. Okay. Then I'm going to do the other one. So now I have my julienne pepper. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pepper and I'm going to turn it just like this, flatten them out. So now they're all this way, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to rock my knife just like this. I can go really fast if I want to, but I'm just rocking my knife. So now I have my julienne, or not my julienne, sorry, my diced pepper. I can do the I can do the same thing with the tops. You know, same thing. Take that, chop it, chop it. So this is what I have. Okay. So usually you want to make sure that everything is pretty much uniform. Pretty much everything is uniform when you're cooking. You want to make sure that it is uniform. So when you're cooking your stuff, that everything kind of cooks at the same time and the same rate. So once again, I'm Tony Making Food Model, and this is how you properly dice a pepper. Thank you.